All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. It's our midday lunchtime session. Before we discuss anything further, remember this is opinion, guys, and should not be construed as advice in any way. A warm welcome to everybody. Yep, hit that subscribe button there. Turn on the notifications. You don't want to miss any live market updates, guys. All right. Brett, I see you there. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Good to be with you. Once again, we are back for our second round for today. I hope you guys had a wonderful London session like I did. I had a beautiful one, London session. I don't know about you guys. I'll wait for your responses right there. But we did phenomenally in our first session for the day. So I'll just give the guys, all the slow pokes, a little bit of some time, just maybe close to a minute or so, just to come online and so forth. But I think we did phenomenally this morning. We're obviously done with the Tokyo session now. We are full force into the London. And so we will then at the 3 o'clock, we'll be getting to the pre-US Open. And we'll be then waiting for the actual Open together at 15:30. Brett, I see you there. Yep, Tanya, very nice. I hope you guys made some money there early this morning. And we'll be checking those ones out in a couple of seconds. All right, let's just give some of the slow pokes a bit of time quickly. All right. I'm seeing some of their Petunia. Yes, US 30, definitely. S&P, fantastic winnings there. Let's go and see what's happening, guys. Obviously, we're priming everything up for later tonight. Don't forget, we managed to bag some profits here this morning. So we want to see what else is there for us. So let's go. Let's see. So the gold price, we absolutely moved. I mean, that is a flawless. That's clinical. I mean, look at this. That is clinical. It took us that entire candle, that 1 hour. We pushed down phenomenally there. That is a beautiful, beautiful push. It's flawless. You know, if you remember Mortal Kombat, that's flawless victory right there. That's flawless victory right there. Phenomenal stuff on gold. Now, that was an hour frame. Traders, we need to look at something a little bit longer now. We're going to have to maybe do some work on the 4 hour here, or maybe on the 8 hours. So we'll be doing some of that now. Because if we get some more downside here tonight, then we're ready for it. So remember, I did an hour frame. That was an hour frame's work. We're going to see if there's more downside here. And if there is, we want to try and capitalize on that one. All right. Then we have the US 30. I'm out of it. I actually got out of it with some fantastic profits too. And I'm now waiting for price to actually move above here for the correction. I'm waiting for the correction because I want to get in again. But I'm waiting for it to push above the blue line there, 52412, and then I'm going to get in again. The S&P 500 clinical, flawless victory right there, hit the 7434. Exactly on the head there. All right. And that's what we're talking about, guys. This is the kind of stuff that we want to deal with and we want to run with our students. All right. The NAS 100 there, like I said to you guys, I'm really not feeling this guy at this point in time. I think it was Isabel that mentioned it in the first session this morning. This is a naughty child, this man. So I'm not feeling this one as yet. Like I said to you guys, I first needed to really drop a little bit further before I really ease into it. The oil price, I told you I had to accept it. Even after we were done with our first session, Brett, I can tell you it was very difficult. It was very difficult for me to let it go because of that movement. But like I had said to you guys, the only way we're really going to get to our students, if you're going to get through to them, we got to do real-time stuff. All right, real-time stuff. And that's exactly what we're here for. Guys, all the links are in the chat facility. Don't forget, we have our TDME exchange there as well, exclusively crypto, trading them in derivatives. I'll be pushing some of that around the 3 session or the 6 o'clock, but we'll definitely get some of that in, yeah? And it's very important that you guys know what we have to offer as TD. We want to keep things nice and smooth here. And I want to place emphasis on the fact that we're actually just taking our time here now. All right, we're taking our time. We're making sure that you understand exactly why we're doing what we're doing. And then the results speak for itself, like we did this morning. That's the results we're looking for. All right. So I do have GBP yen on in my site, just so you guys do know. I've got 2 trades that is ready. It's in the microwave here or in the oven. It's busy cooking at this point in time. There's nothing yet that has come forward for me to take the trades yet, but you can see I'm looking from that area to that area. I'm looking for about a 50 pip move there. It's still cooking there, so you know. And then also, I know there was someone that mentioned they wanted to do Bitcoin, selling Bitcoin. Please be very careful with Bitcoin, okay? Be very careful with Bitcoin. Crypto doesn't move the same like your commodities or your indices, okay? Crypto can be a wild card, like a roller coaster, okay? It can go up and then it can go down, and there's times when it just really doesn't do much. So be careful if you're selling crypto on shorter time frames. There's a lot of power and a lot of merit in holding crypto, and you can do that via our exchange. You can literally put some cash in there via derivative, very cheap to trade, by the way. All right, you put your derivative trades in there. You paying a fraction of the price, and you hold that crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, etc. So we'll be going through some of that as well. All right, but yes, Brett, patience is a virtue. Myself and T definitely believe in that one. All right, it's one of the good things that him and I have going. We know the patience factor becomes a powerful thing. All right, so let's look at the gold now. All right, let's just quickly do some work here. Oh, sorry, before I go, AUD USD, you can see we've gone down to the safety zone support. Very accurate here. Euro USD is still staying put there. Look at that. That's what I'm saying. Be very careful with this, because the Euro USD didn't move like gold. The AUD USD, yes, it moved, but not as aggressive as gold. Gold actually went down to a support, and it could go down further. So this here, from an FOMC perspective, watch the major pairs. All right, GBP USD, look at this. It hardly moved. That's what I'm saying. Be very careful here. It's still within the structure, so just be careful. USD Swiss franc, excuse me, also didn't move here. So I'm going to leave the major pairs for midday. I'm going straight to the gold price, because we've seen some significant moves there. So we are done with that move, guys. We're done. I'm going to remove this now. Okay, I'm going to remove this, and we're going to go to a higher time frame. The reason why we're going to a higher time frame is because our intraday movement down has already been done. Okay, So we want to go to a higher time frame, and we want to see, is there any moves left here? But here is the other side of the coin. In as much as the higher time frames could reveal something to us, we should not be moved explicitly by that, because the shorter time frames may have a very powerful correction here, and you can still trade that correction. Don't forget that. So I want to go to the higher time frames. That's the one side. But on the other side, I would like to look at the shorter time frames as well. Jay, it's not a problem. You're here. That's what matters, right? So I want to go to the shorter time frames as well, both of them. Let's see if I can do both of that work for gold, because then we can get an indication of what could possibly come. All right. The FOMC, we could get that correction pushing up, or we could go further down. So that's the reason why I want to do both scenarios. All right. So let's start it off then with the higher time frame. And we want to see if we can get anything running over there. Now, just so you do know, on the higher time frames, I can already see that gold is at a support. All right, and I'm literally, we are at a support here. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, we are at a support. That's what I'm saying. The FOMC could be something totally different, guys. All right, so I'm going to use this one here. Let it just load. Let it just load. It's not loading. All right. So what gold has done here on the higher time frames, remember I'm saying I'm going to use the same language all across. It's already dipped below. So this is the zone. All right. So that's going to be key here. The next thing for us to find here is yep, there we go, right there. So this is going to be more long. This is going to be on the higher time frames, guys. 3951. There's a lot of divergence here. I mean, for me, it's as clear as daylight. There's a lot of divergence here. Let me just do this, and then I will continue. All right, so a lot of divergence here. So if the FOMC gives us a push down today, okay, if the FOMC gives us a push below 3951, then it looks like gold is coming back here to 339. Okay, that's the gold price. Jace, Keenan, I see you there. Good afternoon to you, my brother. Yeah, Jace, the Euro AUD seems to be working to the upside. Yes, and I have that one. Okay, I have that one. I'm gonna go to that one in a sec, right? What I just want to do is I want to sort the gold out quickly. This is if price continues to go down. So tonight, guys, you must watch this carefully, because the only way we're going down further, we got to break below 3951. Okay, now that's the one side. I'm going to put on another chart now, another gold chart, ASHY, because I'm separating the higher time frame from the shorter time frame. Okay, gold, and I'm going to do a shorter time frame now on gold. Come on, where are you, buddy? Where are you? I heard you. There we go. So I'm going to do them not side by side, but I'm going to move it to the front. Side by side, we'd need All right, so look at that. So there, so here we have the one scenario with gold. We have the one scenario with gold, okay? Down to 3339. That's if we continue to fall after the FOMC. All right, so that I'm leaving it as is. All right. Then I'm going to do another short-term possible correction here now that could come. All right. And I'm going to use a lower time frame for that. Hold on. I'm going to use a lower time frame for that. All right, for possible move to the upside. So here we have a 15, let's say 15 to 30 minutes. Let's see, because this thing still looks like it's coming down. I mean, yeah, this thing still looks like it. Okay, so here we go. Very strong moves. Very strong moves. So what we've done here is we've not touched the 50 yet. That's why I'm saying be very careful. There's two scenarios here. Shorter time frame. All right. Shorter time frame. And what we want to do now, give me a second here. Yeah. From 50 up. Once it crosses above the 50, it's pretty much up. Once it crosses the 50, it's pretty much up. All right, so I need to go smaller for that correction. I need to go smaller. Sorry, guys, I need to go smaller. I need to go smaller. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, so gold right now, from that drop, this is the correction I'm talking about, okay? I want you to really listen to what I'm saying to you, all right? This is the correction I'm talking about. So if the FOMC comes out in any way that is different, where price is now, and then where's price? Okay, there's price. All right, guys, this is for the correction. Okay, this is for the correction. So if price breaks above that zone there, even before the FOMC, there's a high probability that we are pushing to the upside first. All right, Kile, you it's okay, but you take you took your profits, right? I think that's the important part. You took your profits. So here I have the correction now. All right, here I have the correction. If price pushes above 4060 before FOMC, okay, there is a very high probability that we're going to see the correction continue. All right, that's the one scenario. That's the correction of this morning. However, there's a higher time frame scenario as well. If gold tonight dips below this 3951.68, then it means we're just going deeper into the correction. Okay, so I have medicine for the scalpers. and I have medicine for the swingers. All right, I hope you guys are tracking with me there, guys. I hope you guys are tracking with me. There's some herbs here for the swing traders. All right, and there's some herbs here for the scalpers. So watch the 4060 level there. We push above there convincingly. Pezulu to the upside. Right, so we're going to leave it just as is. I'm already on that tip for the US 30. Above 52412, correction. But if not, we continue to push to the downside. And I gave you my level there, 51155. So I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for this to either start playing out. I'm waiting for that correction, or we're going to come down some more. All right. And obviously there's some levels here that I need to break. Like this support must be broken once again. All right. This support, we are literally trapped between this very important zone over here. All right. I hope you guys got that. I hope you guys got it, guys. Guys, we are priming before we put this on the coals. We're putting some good marinade there. All right. So we have two types of spices here. We have, for all the guys that are looking at the higher time frames, we have some high time frame barbecue spice, and for some of the scalpers, we have the peri peri, very hot spices over there. Okay, so we're gonna leave those three as as is right now. S&P 500 clinical went down to our area at 7434 and still hovering around there. Beautiful. All right. So what we want to understand now is, because it's looking similar to that of the US 30, they both came down. So our move is done. This is where we part ways with it. All right. Our move is done. We got to start over now. All right. When I say start over, I'm not saying that we're not seeing the downside. I'm saying there are different levels to consider now. So never be afraid to take off what you've done and start fresh. That's why we encourage you to have your own strategy. Because when you have your own strategy, you are not afraid to do that. Okay? You're not afraid to do that. Now, there's a lot of downside here still. I mean, this is the 4 hour now. Okay? There's a lot of downside here. All right, peeps. Let me just do this. Let's see if I can get it here rather. Or two. We're going to do the two. Yeah, so that's the center. So, all right, I can use the 4. So that's where price went to. But I'm not looking for that. What I'm looking for is this area here, right there. All right. All right, so this is our zone. If we continue to come down, it's going to be a beautiful move. And then that is finishing the move. All right, so that's finishing the move there. Now we are already sailing here. Guys, it looks like we're already coming down here because we've already broken. See, we've already broken it. It's just a matter of time. No, wrong color. Sorry, guys. I said I want to use one theme across. I'm going to sneeze at some point. Forgive me. I'll sneeze at some point, yeah? All right. So, hold on. We have two zones here. There. All right, I've got two zones. I'm going to explain it to you now, okay? All right, looking good. All right, so S&P 500, we are already tanking here. I see us going to the 7311. I see us going to the 7311. Okay. 0.49. Guys, I hope you guys are learning here. It would be sad if you're not learning. You have to learn, okay? There's a lot of divergence here. So 7311 down to that area there. All right. 6 gun. Oh, you see it there. Good, Kile. All right. Okay, so guys, we're already tanking here. All right, US30. If it breaks there, I'm going in again here. I already made some. I'm gonna go in again. Okay, if it breaks this 5223, I'm going again. The S&P 500. I mean, you know, there's really nothing that stops people from entering here. Price could possibly just correct, but we've already broken through a very critical point. So 7311 is a very important one there. That's where we could be going out. Let me just make this smaller. Sorry guys, this is a bit too big, so it's not being kind to us. Let's do that. 7311. Okay, there we go. And then the break. It should be a label, right? Which T was online here now. It should be a label. If it's a label, it doesn't move. Yeah, if it's a label or if it's a text, it doesn't move. One of the two. All right, but maybe T's hearing me there. And then we have 7238.27. Break beneath there. Ooh, beautiful drop. Absolute stunning drop there. 7238. So there's two moves that's happening here. All right. Now, guys, remember, if these continue to drop, it means dollar strength is coming. So there's the first one. And then we break 7238 down to 6993. Oh, where's the GBP? And I can't miss that one. All right. So that's the two moves here, guys. That's the two moves here. We're waiting for, this one is already in transit. But beneath that 7238, we push down to this area, which is where price broke from. So that becomes a beautiful higher low. If I do that, that's a higher low right there. Beautiful higher low, by the way. Look at that. Beautiful higher low. There's a lot of money involved here, by the way, just so you do know. A lot of money. All right, a lot of money there. So we'll wait for it. We're going to wait for it. Be patient. We can see it tracking here. There could just be a correction, my people. There could be a correction because it just hit that low there. So you can wait for it. You know, you absolutely within your rights to put some sell limits in here. You can. We're anticipating it to go down. So if price comes up, here's the 50, there's a 38. You can put some sell limits in there as well. All right. So that if price does come up, I normally do the 38, which is the center of, you know, more so the center. All right. In anything between the 38 and the 50 is a center. So I'll do the 38 and I'll wait for price to correct a little bit there, possibly activate me, and then I'm just going to leave it to run. All right. So let's loop back, guys. I'm taking my time here because I want you guys to know how we're prepping here. All right. We're prepping. Okay. So gold, we know that we coming down here because there's a lot of pressure on gold with the safe haven demand. It's come up again with the oil price rising. But if there is a correction here, we're bound to take advantage of that. Definitely. We'll definitely take advantage of that. I'll take advantage from there to about there. All right. Just from 4060 to 4080. And if it does give me additional movement, I'll go up to 4120. But we are looking at the gold price still go down, which is, and I believe T also mentioned yesterday, there's a lot of pressure on the gold here at the moment. We're still in a correction here. From that high, we're still correcting. This is a correction that's still taking place. So it's either we're catching that correction to the upside or we're coming down a little bit further. All right. Hold on. What did I do now? Sorry, guys. Hold on, guys. Oh, sorry, that's the correction. Confused myself. All right, that's the correction chart. This is the long term. All right, so one, we know what we're doing there. Two, we know what we're doing here. US30, we know what we're doing. S&P, know exactly what we're doing over there. Remember the BTC, I said be very careful with shorter time frames here. Be careful with the shorter time frames, okay? It's still staying put at that area. And I mean, this is the 8-hour frame and it's still staying put, so be very careful. All right. Chase, you said Euro AUD there. Yeah, look where it is now, man. That is still intact. I mean, I'm gonna leave it to race above the 1.66140. Okay, but I'm gonna wait for that. Once I get something there, then I'll start pushing in that direction. That's Euro AUD, okay, for that long there. The GBP yen, guys, I'm waiting for 216 here. All right, this looks like a beautiful move here. I'm waiting for 216.413 here, and then the second trade I'm waiting for 215. Kile, remember your question earlier on this morning with the stop losses? Can you see how after I explained how you're not always sure where you're going to enter, did you see how that actually panned out? Did you see how where we had to get in and then the stop loss would have been according to that entry there? Do you see how that pans out if you do market execution? Different from the pending orders. I hope you hear that one. All right. So GBP yen, I'm putting it next to S&P because this is a trade we could be taking very soon. That looks very good. All right. And then AUD USD here. Look at that now. You see that? That's why I'm leaving space for the gold price to possibly go up, because AUD is affected by gold. When the gold moves, AUD moves. All right. There's a correlation between it. That's very important. You're welcome, Kile. You're welcome. All right. So that's why I'm leaving space for movement here with the gold, guys. I'm definitely leaving space, even although this time frame is beautiful, and there's a lot of space to be trading down here. I mean, there's quite a bit, but we also intraday traders, and you can see gold now ascending up. So if there is a convincing 1 minute frame here, guys, time frame candle, yeah, Ash is I'm gonna participate. I'm gonna action that out. All right. Euro USD, I'm also leaving a lot of space for that, guys. GBP USD, absolutely leaving space for that. USD Swiss franc, I'm leaving a lot of space for that. Now check this oil price. Look at this. Remember I said I wanted that correction? Here we have a spinning top, I believe. All right. And so I said I was waiting for a correction. Now, I said to you I had to accept that price has moved on without me, right? But look what patience can do, or what patience does. Right, that's a better way of saying it. Look what patience does. There is still a lot of probability here that I could still get what I want. You see that, Brett? There's still a lot of probability that I could still get what I want there. So that's a very interesting thing if you just isolate that from the guys that chase versus the guys that wait. So the oil price, hopefully it comes down to where I would like it to, and I'll still be trading it up. I'll just be getting a cheaper price here. That's it. The NAS, I'm not even touching it for now. Look at that. I was hoping Isabel would, is here. And then Isabel can comment on the naughty child scenario there. This is why I didn't want to get in, because we still would have been stuck in NASDAQ here. All right, we would have been stuck in NASDAQ. All right. Then I got a interesting Euro CAD here that's waiting. 1.61491 is what I'm waiting for with the Euro CAD. If we push below this area, this could be a beautiful move. This is obviously indifferent to the Euro AUD there, Chase. It's indifferent to that one. Euro CAD and Euro AUD is indifferent. So the correlation between these guys is not 100%. I'm even in an AUD CAD here. I'm still waiting for this one to push to the downside. A lot of divergence. It's just a matter of waiting. And that's it. All right. AUD NZD has already gone to all the areas that I would wanted it to go. I said, I actually put this in place. Anything beneath here, 1.21, and it reached that area. I didn't get to get in this trade. I missed it. I missed this trade. And that was a 31 pip move, Brett. 31 points. Very nice. I missed it. I actually did this last night before I went to bed. I actually did this and I thought to myself, hey man, it could possibly still be somewhere here when I wake up. And you can see early this morning here at 5 a.m. God bless my soul. I was not at the charts, and look at this. And I missed this one. Once again, I had to accept. I had to accept, and it reached the TP. It broke around 7, and it reached it there 11. So what? That was about 4 hours. All right, so that's something that I also needed to accept there now. All right, I needed to accept that. All right, so guys, let's go. I wanna actually add to our quiver here now. I want to add to our quiver because we are priming ourselves for the FOMC. Okay, so let's look at some gains. I'm looking at a daily change of about 1/4%, or maybe half, or between 1/4 and a half. We can do 1/4 and a half. NZD USD, look at that, between 1/4 and a half%. Okay, so let's go. It'll probably be the same as the others. CHF JPY. All right, let's see here. Let me just see what the CHF JPY is doing. Let's see if there's any money here. So I'm looking on a 1 hour frame, guys. Yeah, the 1 hour frame is already moved too much. There is still space. There is still space. 38 pips. Okay, let me just not. All right, there's a correction happening. I'm looking at the 4 hour here. Looking at the 4 hour. Just see. Okay, this is good. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is phenomenal. Okay, Moy, this is nice. So this is about a 60 pip run to the downside. Let's see. Hold on for me. Now this one's already. Okay. All right. This is for the guys that's a little bit more. This is for the guys that would like to be a bit more. You know the song of Michael Jackson, Dangerous? Dangerous. All right. So this is actually a phenomenal move here, guys. This is a beautiful move. Below 200. below 200 right there. 200.843 down to 200.468. Beautiful move. This is all the scalpers here that want to scalp. Giving a bit of everything for the guys. All right. About 36 pips here. Worth 36 pips. All right. And there seems to be a lot of divergence. Yeah, a lot of divergence. Guys, what a move. Just so you do know, this is a beautiful move right here. CHF JPY. All right. Going to have to select these. Yes. All right. All right. This is a beautiful move, by the way. It is in alignment with GBP-Yen. GBP-Yen also has bearish tendencies. Now, the difference with them is I'm using GBP-Yen. It is a higher time frame I got this from. That's why this is a much longer move. CHF is a scalper's island. It's an island for it's a paradise for a scalper. Okay, for scalper, there's lots of divergence here to the downside. It's about 31 pips. Beautiful move here, guys. That is the CHF JPY. So it looks like the GBP yen and the CHF JPY, they both have bearish tendencies now, bearish proclivities right now. Okay, let's have a look. Let's loop back quickly here, guys. Let's loop back. And guys, remember with these sessions, don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay, I know we are getting into the into the flow of things and so forth. Don't be afraid to ask questions. All right, don't be afraid to ask questions regarding why we're doing what we're doing. If you saw a line or something or a level I drew, you can ask the question, why did I draw that level there? All right, hope everybody's with me there. So at this point, guys, there was a move in the London session that happened. There's a move in the London session. There's obviously a cool down now, a cooling period. We're getting some corrections here. Look at this. See, do you see that those corrections taking place now? So you are more than welcome to ask why and so forth, guys, because that helps you learn as well. So let's loop back quickly. All right. And just before we loop back, I must make mention of the fact that, guys, remember, any individual, any people that comes into a place where there's certain things being done and they'd like to learn, it's natural to at times just first observe, see what's going on, check out the temperature, and then get into the swing of things. So we're very patient as well. We understand those dynamics, and also there's a lot of people that's been hurt in trading. All right, there's been a lot of misrepresentation, and the experiences are different, but they have core similarities. So we're very aware of that. Okay, we're very aware of that, and we know it takes a bit of time for trust there. So just don't blame us for that if we came from somewhere else. All right, give us a chance, observe us, check us out, but get to the place where you start interacting, start asking questions, start sharing what you're doing. All right, guys, start sharing what you're doing. So if you are, example, trading Ethereum, tell the community, tell us, why are you trading Ethereum? All right, and obviously we're checking the comments and so forth, and we will definitely weigh in and so forth. All right, so let's loop back quickly, my good people. In fact, let me get all the ripe assets together. Let me just move them together so that we move in one regimented line. So just excuse this for a second, my good people. Oil should be there too. All right, okay, let's start it off with gold. We're looping back here, guys. All right, you can see there's not that much action here with our second round for the day. Gold, possible correction happening here now above 4060.64. Ash is looking for a convincing candle to the upside, and you guys know what my convincing candle looks like. All right, this is what it looks like. That's a convincing candle, but it must have that. All right, if more than half, if more than 3/4 of the body is above, Oh, that's a beautiful candle. That is a beautiful candle. So I'm looking for something like that above the 4060, whether it's a 1 minute in this case, because now I'm only trading it till there. So I'll be looking at it 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and so forth. All right. I just need a convincing candle. It looks like it would like to go up. So I'm showing you the example. That's what I'm looking for. Guys, go and ask a tracker in the wild, okay, that tracks animals. They don't just go in there and they listening for sounds. They look at the actual landscape. They look at the trees. They look at the bushes. They look for any droppings. They want to see, is there any markings on the trees? Is there any fur or hair in the bushes, etc., etc.? Which together, are there dens? Are there holes? I'm trapping the price. Does that make sense? Is everybody with me? That's all I'm doing here. I'm trapping the price. I'm using everyday examples, relatable, realistic examples, trapping price that way. So this is the signs. These are the signs I'm looking for. So run this session back and listen to what I just mentioned to you, because it can save your trading account. Okay. All right. So gold, nothing yet. I'm not focused on, where's the other gold now? Oh, there it is. Sorry. That's the higher, that's for later, FOMC. This is for FOMC. So I'm leaving that one. That's for FOMC. This is for now. All right. It's like a starter, and that's a main course. All right. I'll start with this. All right. And then US30. Look at this now. Pushing up. Above 52,412. Back up again. I'm looking for a convincing move. And then I want to try and catch that correction over there. Guys, in this we can do all day. It's so easy to find the move and the correction, okay? Now, just so you guys know, we'll be dealing with this in our topic classes, myself and T. Some people prefer to catch the impulse, others prefer to catch the correction. I'm using T's word he normally uses, which is the impulse. I used to use thrust, but then I just thought, you know what? I think impulse sounds better on the ear, all right? So some people want to trade the impulse, be part of the impulse. Other people want to trade the correction. It depends on you. What would you like to do? On the one side, you're going to go with the market. On the other side, you're going to go against the market. Both of them require skill. Done. All right? So US30 here, I'm going to be trading the correction from that impulse there. Then S&P 500, like I said, I already have a buy limit in place here. If whatever happens on the S&P happens on the US30, I'm good. I'm good. All right. Then GBP yen, waiting for it to show us something here. It looks very bearish. There's a lot of divergence happening on top. So I'm just waiting for 216.413 to give us a convincing move. And there I'm going between 5 and 30 minutes. Just like I did with gold in the US30, I wasn't looking for hourly frames. Myself and T, what we do at the academy is we want to try and get the guys to understand how to extract daily, hourly, weekly, and even monthly. All right. CHFJPY, this is obviously single minute frames below 208.43. Convincingly, I'm going in for a short about 300 pips. Listen, 330 pips there up for grabs. Euro USD, I'm leaving it. FOMC, definitely looking to see how that reacts. And then AUD USD, I'm definitely leaving this for now. All right, GBP USD, not touching it. USD Swiss franc, I'm not touching it. The oil price, I'm waiting to see some more candles to be printed. Standing it a little bit still here at lunchtime. And obviously when we get to the 1500 hour session, which is pre-market for the US open, and then obviously that 1530. I mean, just look at this 15 minute. It's primed to come down. Look at this. Oh my word, it's primed. It's primed to come down. All right. And then again, Euro AUD, we're waiting on this. NAS, Sibel, I'm not touching it for now. And then obviously Euro CHF, Euro CAD, and Euro AUD. We're just waiting on those ones. So we have all the popular guys in place. I'll add silver to that at 1500 hours. I'll add silver to that. And then I will also be adding the Nikkei to that at 1500 hours. Because Wall Street, there's many times when we see the Nikkei correlate with that of the US 30, the S&P 500 as well, with Wall Street, if I can put it like that. Okay. But for now, guys, this is where we're at. Watch the possible corrections that could be taking place on the ones that fell this morning. All right, and be ready. But we are very excited about the FOMC, guys. We got to get excited. I know there's some guys, they tend to be a bit nervous when that happens. Yeah, Aaron, I got you, my guy. We'll hit that silver button at 3 o'clock. So let's watch this for now. We got a great hour and a half, 2 hour break. And when we come back, we get to work again. All right. But so far, guys, successful day. Bagged some profits this morning. And at 3 o'clock, we want to see what is in fast. All right. Follow us on all the socials there, Tandy. Love it, darling. Follow us on all our socials there, guys. Our marketing team is phenomenal. There's our links. And then obviously, guys, remember, we'll be pushing in a lot of the crypto. We just want this FOMC to also just, get done with now, because we want to know what's happening with the interest rates. There's a 50% chance they're going to hike it. So let's just see what those minutes have to reveal. But you'll be seeing a whole lot more of that crypto coming in, guys. Crypto is a fantastic asset as it relates to the future movement of the markets. It's something that we really believe in. All right. So let's have a look. I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock. Be here. Don't be late. All right. Be sharp. And I'll see you soon. Ashley Reeve here checking out. Ciao, ciao.